All right, welcome back to the IOY podcast. Today I got a new guest on today. Go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
What up, world? I go by the name of Young Quicks. You know what it is.
Let the people know what you do, man.
Man, I'm a bilingual recording artist. I try to reach both markets. I'm Mexican American. I've been at it since a kid, so to me it's like clocking in. It's like work.
Hell yeah, no. That's what I was gonna bring up. I really like how you can have that diversity in your flow. You can do the English, you can do the Spanish, you know what I'm saying? More of an audience, you know what I'm saying? Because like you want to say fuck it, do a Spanish album altogether, you can just do that and reach out to the Spanish audience or do bilingual, dude. That's just dope as fuck when it's on like like the Hotel Friday one on a Friday. That one was dope as shit. Like at the end, you guys had that. He did the verse, and then you did the verse, and then you ended up doing half of yours in like Spanish. That shit was tight.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I'm trying to incorporate a little bit of our culture and our music.
Hell yeah, no, I like that shit. You always like I can tell in a lot of your videos. You represent the Spanish culture and shit like that, dude.
Oh yeah, thank you, man.
How'd you get into music?
Long story short, my mom sent me to a camp before I started high school, and she thought it was gonna prepare me to get me, because I've always been a small dude as far as height wise and size wise. So I think she thought I was gonna be scared of, when you think of high school, big kids and stuff. So she sent me to this camp that that basically puts you with 3,000 other high school students, and every night you had to do something in front of them, and one of those nights, it was poetry. So I thought it was going to be the hardest thing ever. And when you think of poetry, you think it has to rhyme. It doesn't necessarily have to rhyme in poetry, but I felt like it needed to rhyme. So I thought I couldn't. I was like, man, I can't do this. I kept telling the person in charge of our group, I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this. And then they helped me a little bit with like the first line. And after that, I finished it. I read it in front of everybody, and I got a crazy reaction. And I think I never stopped ever since that I can remember.
Yeah, no
So that,
shit. No, that's cool as hell. And that's a good story about how you got into it, you know what I'm saying? And I remember hearing in one of your lyrics you say you're like 5'5" or some shit, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So you yeah, a little bit shorter, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that definitely was a good, turning point in your life, to like turning music and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like when was your first song that came out? What can you remember? Like, do you remember that?
uh, well, I can remember my first song on the radio. I was fresh out of high school, and I remember my buddy. I didn't even go to college at that time because I was rolling with a bigger artist that had a platinum record at that time. So I thought that was it. I didn't even sign. I started rolling everywhere, and my buddy would call me when he was on his way to college or coming out of the classroom. He said, "Hey, your song's on the radio." So I remember that, and I remember the feeling as far as that. But when I was a little bit younger, before all that, when the internet barely started coming out, the social media and all that, I remember and the ringtones were popular. I
Oh
remember
yeah.
I put the song out as a free download as a ringtone. If I would have known now, I would have charged $1 or something, because I ended up getting like 350,000 downloads. So I was,
Jesus.
yeah, yeah. So I was at that time. So that I remember those are the two moments that I remember, like when I was like, okay, maybe I got something.
Yeah, yeah. So that was kind of your
Uh,
click moment.
yeah, yeah.
Damn, dude, that's fucking cool as hell. So after that, I mean, what kind of was, after you heard your song on the radio and you got those plays with the ringtone, what kind of came after that? Because I know you said you kind of rolling around with a certain artist. Who was that?
Um, his name was Down, aka Kilo. He had a song Calling Like a Cholo, like in 2008
Oh,
or 2000. I was a
yeah.
kid, bro. Remember that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I remember. I remember. Well, it's crazy because one year before, when I was still in high school, his song was like super popular, and I remember that I was with my cousin or something watching it. He was performing like an NTV3, the lion version, and
Yeah.
I remember that he was like, "Oh, he's from Oxford," and I'll be like, "Oh, it'll be cool one day I could roll with him." And then the next year later, it happened. Oh yeah, so that
You
was
just
cool.
never know. You
But
spoke that shit in the universe, man, and look what fucking happened.
yeah, yeah, so that was cool. You learn.
Yeah. But what I guess, was after that, like how did you get to, where you are now with rapping, and shit
Um,
like that?
I kept working, bro. I kept working. After that, I kind of you start getting recognized because you build your own relationships and stuff like that. So I always build my own relationship with people, and obviously when you're a genuine person, people are attracted to you. So I always kept because I never had money, bro. Like really growing up, so it was more based off my talent and how authentic I was, you know. So it wasn't like I was paying people to fuck with me and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I just started recording, bro, recording, and obviously, you know, social media started coming into it. So we'll put it out, and people will start reaching out, bro. I never got viral, but I've always had like a certain support that keeps me relevant to some extent, you know, which is crazy, bro. You
No,
know, so
yeah.
I've, I've always put out content, and opportunities present themselves, you know. So I just stay consistent, bro. That's it.
Yeah, and that's the best thing to do, you know what I'm saying? With anything, you got to stay consistent and look at it. I mean, you're proof, you're living proof of them results, you know what I'm saying? And that's good, you know, because I even seen shit with you now on your Instagram page of you know, shit with you and Baby Bash. Oh shit.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
But yeah, I mean, like now I even seen, you know, like, you know, right now you were doing some songs with Baby Bash and stuff, right? 3X, right? That was your new one.
Yeah, that's my new singles. Yeah, so see, you know, like I that's what I meant by relationships, because I met him through another artist, you know,
Oh fuck, really?
and I just, oh, you know, I met him through artist Kid Frost, which is like the first Mexican, you know, like the OG and shit. You know,
Yeah,
went
yeah,
to
Kid Frost. Yeah,
after
because
a
I
certain
seen.
time, and I built my own relationship. Like I've always, that's my only advice I can give to. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, no, no, yeah, Kid Frost. Yeah, I remember hearing that song too by you, the Cologne one, right?
Yeah. Well, I kept on a couple of his albums, but nah, he had a big song called La Raza back in
Yeah,
the
no, 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 I
'90s,
know that one.
which,
Yeah,
yeah. So as far as him, that's how I met Baby Bash, and we did a show one time in Texas, and we ended up at Baby Bash's house, and that was my first time actually meeting him, and you know, we always kept in touch, and every time I would go to Texas, I would keep in touch with them, and I'll reach out, and eventually he told me, hey, I got you, and it took me years, but we got the record, you know, we got the record done. And actually, earlier this year, I went to Texas, and he actually picked me up and took me to the studio, and he featured me on his album. So that was pretty cool too,
damn, is
you
that
know.
song out yet?
Yeah, it's out now. It's called Drop Top Mexican.
Oh yeah, that's the other one. Yeah, and
Yeah,
that you have another guy featured on there too, right?
yeah. Well, Baby Bash, his name is Tony Montana, I believe.
Yeah, yeah, that's what it was. How so? Like, I
Yeah.
guess you know those just came
Go ahead.
along. Those just came along recently in this within this last year, right?
Yeah. But
Dang.
it took me forever to get them. You know, it took me. That's why I mean. I just had to work. You know, it takes. You got to earn people's respect. You know.
Yeah, no shit. And I mean, you definitely did. You know that song was kind of like remade, like the "Ain't No Fun." You had some
Sort of.
quotes and
Yeah.
lyrics.
Inspired by them, but I don't believe it was actually sampled. So I don't
Yeah,
want people to think it was. Yeah, but it was inspired by them, and Fingers produced it, and yeah, man. We actually had some radio support as soon as it came out, and right now we got video on the stash. We're just trying to make sure it makes sense when we put it out, but it's ready. So hopefully soon.
yeah, hell yeah, that'll be a dope one, man. The the drop top one too. Do you guys plan on doing anything with that, like a video wise?
I'm not sure. The last time I seen him, he told me, yeah. He said, "Hey, people like that song. We're gonna shoot a video." I said, "Yeah, but you know, it's up to him. It's his record."
Yeah, no shit. No, it'd be cool to see a visual for both of them, but definitely, you know, the one you got for sure.
Yeah,
But
and now it's coming. It's coming. I got like 4 videos in the stash, so I just gotta make it make sense, you know.
yeah, yeah. Another song I also did like was you know, Hotel on a Friday. You know, I kind of mentioned it at the beginning. And you know, like what I liked
Yeah,
about it was like, you know, it's kind of like the, you know, the 90s, you know, kind of sampled the Dr. Dre Keep the Heads Ringing and then the Back to
yeah,
the
that one's a
Hotel.
stamp.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Like that one, like, okay, so I read the title and I didn't even think nothing of it, you know, and then I heard the Friday beat and I was like, oh hell yeah, you know, it's kind of like, you know, the Dr. Dre one. But then I was like, holy shit, the title makes sense now because I heard the hotel Back to the Hotel beat with it. And I was like,
yeah.
oh shit, that one makes sense. I was like, that's creative as fuck, dude. I was like, that's fucking
Double entendre, you know. We just, I don't know. We made it. work, and actually the kid that's featured on it, he's from my city. He's super young, I'm just glad that he said let's do it, and I made it happen. You know, I provided everything, and he came through, and we had a good time. We actually got it played on a hometown radio station, and he told me that was his first radio spin, so I was excited about that. You know.
Hell yeah, man. Always looking out and helping people, man. I seen that, speaking of helping people, I seen that you did like a or not a like a Christmas thing, right? You know, you gave out presents and gifts to like 600 kids, right?
Yeah, bro, I've been doing that since like 2014, though. That's just regular, bro. That's just
No, but that's good.
somehow, some way, me and my friends find a way. We put our money together and we go buy a bunch of toys. Like, I don't know how else to do it, you know?
Yeah, because you said like you didn't grow up with a bunch of money, or you said you didn't grow up with no money. You know what I'm saying? You said you used to be there, and like you would
Yeah,
get them.
that was us. That was us. So I remember who used to give them to us. And I guess the only thing that I expect, not even for me to get in return, but that the world gets in return, is that it sparks another brain later, 20 years from now or 25 years from now. If I'm able to do something like this, imagine what somebody real successful could really do. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
So I just hope that's all I hope the world gets in return, not even me, you know, like just the world.
Yeah, and that's a good way to look at it. You know what I'm saying? Because it definitely will. And like that's good that you do that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Even like you said, you've been doing it since 2014, and I didn't even see any other videos of that at all. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, that's a good thing to really put out there. You know what I'm saying? It's not leaving to like, show, hey, look what I'm doing, just to get attention. No, it's like you said, it's regular. You've been doing that shit since
Yeah, bro. It's
2014.
2014, and last year was the first year that we got some news media coverage. We ended up on the
Yeah.
news, so
And
that I was just, yeah, that's just extra, you know. All that shit's just extra, bro.
yeah, and like that's good though, like because it shows other people like, hey man, look what he did. Maybe I can do this shit too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so yeah, another song I did like by you was Little Chicago, right? So that's like the city where you're from.
That's the
That's the
alien.
nickname.
Yeah, that's one of the nicknames. I'm from Oxnard, California. The 805. I mean, we're known as Chiques. Little Chicago is the OG nickname back in the mafia days. You know, in the fucking Capone days and shit. But I try to when I as far as I have a whole project called Little Chicago. So what I try to do was still rep where I'm from, but on a bigger scale. And a lot of the things that I got as far as feedback or as far as comments and stuff that I seen was a lot of people asking if I'm from Chicago. So it became kind of a conversation, you know?
Yeah.
Is Chicago or what is he talking about? But in reality, the whole time I was talking about my hometown, you know? So
Yeah.
it's just, I guess when I choose titles, it sounds simple, but I try to make it have a bigger meaning than it is, you know?
Yeah, yeah, and you definitely did with that Hotel on a Friday one. That shit was like, holy fuck, you know what I'm saying? So I can definitely tell you got that creativity, with the titles and the song, you know what I'm saying?
I'm
But that
trying.
but that the video to that, like a lot of your videos kind of look like they're at car meets, you know what I'm saying? When you have all them low riders and everything in that motherfucker. That shit's dope. Is that what you usually do, man?
No, that was actually I think just footage that we ended up catching because they had like a Father's Day thing, and so it was just extra. And I think we just went and go shoot the other stuff on the side. But like even me, I think in that video I was on top of the promo car that we have. I was on top of it, but that was just we didn't do it for the video specifically. We just did it, you know.
Just
So
ended up in there.
yeah, it just works. It works out, you know.
Yeah, hell yeah. Another one I seen was why you mad with Boy Loko. How the fuck did that come about, man? That shit was that was dope, man.
We've actually I wouldn't say been around each other for yeah, I mean we've known about each other for like 7 years, and I've actually worked with his younger brother who's a producer, and before he was with the YG and all that, you know, and so we known about each other, but we never really worked. So when he came out of jail, my business partner has had to build a relationship with them at some point, and reached out to him, and he agreed, and we made it happen. It was pretty cool. I was more like surprised that he was like more like fuck it. Like he wore all the outfits that
Yeah.
because all the outfits were provided for both of us. Like we didn't really choose, so I was just like, that's cool, that he agreed because I agreed, so that was cool.
Yeah, no shit. I mean, that had to have been a, pretty cool fucking thing to happen, you know what I'm saying? Like, because now he's, really popping and shit, after the whole YG thing.
Yeah,
And, he's been coming out and doing his whole albums and everything. And, like, hey, hell yeah, man, that's a dope shit. But like you said, it all comes back to the relationships. And that's,
yeah. No, it took another. That one was another one that took years in the making, bro. You
hell
know.
yeah, but it came out fucking dope. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, man.
You in that song though, you talk about having a clothing brand. What is your clothing brand?
Young Fly Latino YFL, man. I it started with a song too in a project, and I just like once again me trying to fucking think of ways of branding something, but I did it specifically for people I guess that didn't necessarily rock with my movement or didn't rock with my music.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to create something that. So it's why I felt, bro. But I call it Young Fly Latino, but in reality, it's Young Fly lifestyle for everybody. It's a lifestyle, it's why I felt. But so it stands for a bunch of things. Like on my necklace right here for my grandma, it stands for You'll Forever Live. So it to me it's just why I felt. I just brand why I felt. That's me, that's the brand. But in reality, it was just in case somebody didn't like my music, but they might like some of my clothing. They'll be like, "Oh, I'll wear his shirt, but I won't buy his song." You know what I'm saying? Either way,
Yeah.
as long I just wanted to get every part.
Hell yeah,
That's all.
no, that's a great way to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because you can brand in so many different ways, and that's definitely a fucking way that you did. That's smart as fuck. Like me, too. Like what I do is, I got my own clothing brand. Invest in yourself clothing. I talk, and then I have podcasts. To represent, the brand. So I talk to people like you that are investing in themselves, pursuing a career they fucking love and enjoy, and they talk about their struggles and their motivation and what kept them going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Is like I always
And
love to hear.
I was just saying, for example, if you really think about it, dog, a song is 99 cents. An album is $10, $12 max. A shirt you can sell it for 30, $35. So I'd rather have buy a shirt anyways. You know what I'm saying?
No, hell yeah, that's that hustler mentality right there.
I'm just saying, like if you really want to think about it.
Yeah, yeah. No, I feel it, man.
You feel me?
Yeah, yeah. How far would you like to take that clothing line then?
I mean, eventually I would want it to be everywhere, but as far as right now, I know that I'm limited still as far as my reach, and so I just I wear it as much as I can, and I try to wear it in all my videos, and like I give it to people that I think could help without even I
Yeah,
just fucking as far as like I'm trying to brand it before I could actually because I mean I do sell here and there, but it's not to like where I'm fucking backed up in orders and shit, like realistically speaking, so
yeah,
I know that I still got to get it more out there. So I just try to place it in front of people's face as much as I can. I mean, we have a car with a fucking YFL logo right in the front, bro. And then, like it's a car with my face on it and everything. And I'm wearing the clothing and stuff. So I don't know what else to do except get more capital to put billboards or something, or, like, I don't know, maybe, but as far as right now, like it's going to you're going to see it in all my videos that are coming out for sure.
no, that's dope as fuck. Do you make all the designs then?
Nah, not really. Not really. I don't think I've ever made a design myself. I think everything's been made and they just send it to me and I'll be like, all right, that was cool. That was cool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
see what you mean. No, I mean that's cool. I mean, you got to have some kind of process. You know what I'm saying? When you're busy
Yeah.
wrapped up with your music and shit too. I mean, you ain't gonna have time to fuck around with everything else. That's why you have partners and different shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, now we just try to keep it like as far as like whatever's popping, like if we could even like somebody wants something custom, we try to do it.
Yeah. Do you
So
do it like online or?
yeah, we have a little online shop and then I have the Instagram and all that stuff. And then I have the website, we sell it on the website too. So I got
Oh
everything, bro.
yeah. You got all the platforms. That's good because once you have that, you can reach anybody in the motherfucking world. You know what I'm saying?
I was just trying to put it in people's faces. That's it.
Yeah, that's really the hard part is marketing and trying to make people aware of your fucking shit. Because you can have the content, you just have to figure out how to market it, and fucking put it out there and advertise it. What do you find that works best?
I mean, like, that's all I mean. Like, as far as me building relationships and being consistent, I've gotten great opportunities, bro. Boxer 4 times on live TV, and all 4 times that I came on live TV, I wore my own shit, So
Hell
like
yeah.
like I try like for example, I wouldn't say this past time, but the last time that I went to a Dodger game and I knew they were gonna play my music, I had a sweatsuit with my logos and my name in the back, and there was a comedian actually there, Felipe Esparza, and he recognized me just because I had my name in the back, and I took a picture with them and everything, so it was cool. So I try to do stuff like as far as like that, like because I like to go new places, and I know most new places that I go probably have the people want I am. So if I could just even have something with my name or my brand that will make them
Young
try to look
Quicks.
it up or remember, you know,
Yeah.
I do. So I've had my good looks here and there. So I try to wear it as much as I can myself because I sometimes I do get good opportunities.
Yeah. No, I feel it. No, that's the best way to do it, man. I think you're doing the right thing with it. It's just takes time, trying to build that fucking image, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
getting it
and
out
I
there.
never really hired like models or nothing like that. Like all the people that if I ever post anybody is somebody that supported or it's my family or something like that.
Yeah.
So
Same
so it's
here.
all genuine. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's the best way to do it, and then say you get big, then you can get some fucking girls and all kinds of fucking people wearing it, you know what I'm saying? Real models and shit.
Yeah,
Take the whole photo
but,
shoot.
yeah, 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 hell yeah. But we got to get there first.
Yeah, that's right. What what does the word power mean to you?
Control,
Hell yeah. What kind of control would you like to have when you get, say like 10 years from now?
peace of mind.
Yeah, that's the fucking best thing you could fucking want, you know what I'm saying? Fuck the money and everything
Control.
else could.
I want to be able to control because bro, sometimes I don't even sleep and I don't even know why, and then you just start thinking about everything,
Yeah.
about everything, like the most random stuff. So if I had power to control my peace of mind, I think it would just make me a better, human being. As far as how I see everything. So I think that's what I would want to control.
Yeah, dude, because I feel that 100%. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit's it's fucked up, but your mind is the powerful thing in your body, the most powerful thing. But you say you're up late at night. Guess what? If you're alone by yourself, boom, 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 you just fucking thinking about all this fucking bad shit. Or it could be good sometimes, but usually it's
Nah,
bad.
sometimes it's good, bro. But I be sometimes I have to like practice like trying to control my breath and just to because my heart be beating fast and I'll be like, what the fuck? And it's not like I'm panicking or anything. It's just
Yeah.
like my mind's racing. Just I have to try to like control it, and then eventually I fall asleep. Like after, but it'd be like, damn, I have to do this shit like
Yeah.
fucking 6 days out of the week. No, it makes no sense. I was gonna say 9 out of 10 times, but you know what I'm saying? Like I'll be like, damn. But as far as like would I change it? No, because I think this is what's gonna build me to wherever I need
Yeah.
to get to. So I think just part of the fucking journey.
That's what I was gonna say, dude. That's why it's that anxiety. It's what it is, you know what I'm saying? But it's good to feel that, especially with what we're doing is like it's that entrepreneur fucking anxiety that is what it is, because if you work a 9 to 5 all the time and that's your money, you ain't got shit to worry about. That's always gonna be there. But
Yeah, yeah.
with your music, my business, my clothing, people could say fuck it and be done with it. Not saying that they will, but that could happen. And you got to always kind of worry about that and figure out ways to make sure that does not fucking happen. It's a stressful thing, but it's also a great thing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, man. I just I tell everybody as long as you believe in yourself and whatever you got going on, and obviously you need some outside criticism and some people to if obviously nobody's supporting you ever, then maybe you don't got something. But if you see like some people still fucking like and most important you believe in it, then man you're good. You don't need nobody, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. You know what I mean? Because as long as you're doing something you love doing, who gives a fuck what everybody else thinks? As long as you're happy with it, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I like just kind of, speaking on these kind of mindsets. In your song, Hello, you say, you could have chose, selling dope, but you chose, pursuing rap.
Yeah.
what was that mindset that kind of made you say, "Hey, I want to do rap instead of this shit"? You know what I mean?
Uh the truth, the truth. A lot of the people that I knew that were selling dope were still broke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you're like, "Fuck that."
Bro, like either you're gonna be broke trying to sell this shit, or you're gonna be broke doing nothing. You know? So I don't know why, because I always thought like, hey man, like, and honestly, like, damn, I just heard stories. Like I heard of an uncle that, he fucking got caught with a big old trailer, and I never met him. I still to this day never met him. So
Yeah.
stuff like that. I never heard nothing really good. So I was just like, man, like, before music, I actually wanted to be a professional soccer player. So I always wanted to be something. Wanted to
Yeah.
be, and I never occurred to me like, oh, I got to sell drugs. But I knew that it's a possibility because of where we're at in the area and how we're raised and how it's so accessible. And once you grow up, you'll meet people that tell you they did do it naturally, like it ain't no thing. So you could actually easily get into it.
Yeah.
But I never, I, I never seen somebody that's publicly, I guess, successful doing that shit. You know what I'm saying?
No,
So
I know what you mean. Cause
I want to be able to enjoy whatever I make.
yeah, so that way you ain't gotta fucking hide or fucking hide some shit. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Live in fear. I
Yeah.
also recently I seen you're on Long Beach Lloyd's podcast too, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
How did that come to play? I did one with him about a month ago. He came on to my show.
Yeah. No, that's my boy, man. I've known him fucking for like, damn, probably like a couple of years now, like 4 years or 5 years. He met him through my buddy Caligula from Atlanta. I was shooting a video for a record that me and him did together, and we ended up in Long Beach, and Long Beach Lloyd let us use his cars.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
years ago. Like he had different cars then, and we always kept in touch. Like I said, building relationships, bro. Like back
yep.
to the always kept in touch. So whenever I'm in Long Beach, I reach out to him. Whenever I'm in Texas, I reach out to Baby Bash. But like it's just simple stuff, bro. That any human being could do. You just be a real person. Be a real person. And if you obviously if you vibe out with the person, then it's real. You don't have to fake it. And things happen. That's what happened with Lloyd. We just been homies, and before the podcast, I was at his house. Before he even was doing a podcast, I was at his house chilling, smoking, going to go eat. He took me to this hibachi place. It's like regular shit.
Yeah. So I mean that's what's nice is like it's just all natural. You know what I'm saying? Even
Yeah,
during the interview, shit, it's natural. This is how you guys have conversations. That's what I love about podcasts. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, man. So as far as like everything that I've done, I guess in my career, it hasn't been because we fucking had a shitload of money to invest. It's just been because I've fucking been a real person. There's no other way around it, bro. I'm
No, for
sorry to
real.
I'm sorry to say it. Some people like to fake it till they make it, or they like to pay the way into it. But in reality, you just gotta be a real person. Some doors open up.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Fuck all that fucking shit. That's too stressful. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Rather just be my motherfucking self, you know?
yeah. It takes longer though, but you'll get there.
Yeah. As long as I'm happy with it, you can say, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, nah, like bro, I tell everybody like I don't feel no pain, I don't feel nothing, I don't lose no hope, I don't get discouraged. I go out to the streets, people recognize me. It's like they actually motivate me more than sometimes I want to do it. I'll be like, oh, I still got something, let's get it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's, bro, I don't know. It's just it's all a process.
Yeah, it is. You know, it really is. But, you know, as long as you stay at it, like you said, the consistency, obviously, where you were at 15 years ago is completely different from where you are now, you know what I'm saying? And
Yep, yep.
that's just what happens, you know?
Hmm.
What is like a lesson that you can give, you know, advice that you could give someone that you may have been fucked over on a business situation that you can prevent them from going through?
Um, I don't think I've really been fucked over as far as business. I mean, like that. I don't think I have, but I would just say, as far as the music industry, just don't fall for no hype, man, and always remember that everything's easier said than done. A lot of people not even promise you; they'll just talk out of their ass for whatever reason. And at the end of the day, you'll fucking realize that it was all bullshit that came out. But like I guess don't ever think you're bigger than yourself, and try to find out, like say if I tell you, hey, this person's no good, don't take it from me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you find out for yourself. It might work for you. Just because my relationship didn't work with him doesn't mean it's gonna be the same for you. You know, like, listen to everybody, but how can I say it? Don't pick and choose. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
find out on your own. Find out this is your own journey. You know, just because my journey was this way doesn't mean yours has to be this way. You know?
Hell yeah. I feel it, man. That's a good one. I like that. That's a good piece of advice, man. What are some struggles you've been through that got you
Uh,
to where you are today?
bro, damn. If you would have talked to me like 9 years ago, I would have told you that I didn't want to do no music with no Spanish in it. So I was very different. I was ignorant. I mean, I had a song on the radio. I thought this was it. Like I told you, you know.
Yeah.
I was 17 years old, bro. So you know, I felt like maybe just don't think you're. I like again back. What I meant by being bigger than yourself is, I guess I'm speaking on myself because at that time I even had a management deal, and they were actually Daddy Yankee's publicists, and they put me on Gordo y La Flaca on national TV and everything just off of a mixtape, bro. So they had power, and they were basically asking me to rap in Spanish so they could help me get further. And they told me it would be much easier for them, and I was so ignorant that I was like, "Nah, this is how you found me. This is how you signed me. This is what you get." You know, and eventually they just didn't do nothing for me. It got to a point where I had to reverse the contract. So I guess what I was saying, and I didn't get fucked over because they were the ones that believed in me and they were the ones actually investing in me. So it was my loss, you know. I still think about it this day. I'll be like, man, maybe if I, but not everything's for a reason, you know. So
Yeah.
I guess never think that you're bigger than yourself and don't be afraid to change and adapt, you know, because I was afraid.
Yeah. I mean, you learn from it though, and that's the best thing that you could have got out of it is just learn, from not to do that shit again, or
Yeah,
you know,
and I still keep in touch with them. So that's what I mean. Like, be a real person, keep in touch with people. I still keep in touch with them. 9 years later, think about it. I still keep in touch with them.
damn, for real.
Yeah,
Yeah, see,
yeah.
you
Like,
never know.
they know that I have the song with Baby Bash out, and I told them to see if they could help me out when I put out the video, and they respond, you know. But it's just, you know, they got their
Yeah.
own clients. But I try, you know. I'm a real dude, bro. So whoever I feel like I still have a relationship with, I'll reach out to, you know.
Oh yeah, for sure. How do you invest in yourself?
Bro, everything costs money, so we invest there. You know, like I don't. There's nothing that we've done is for free. Not even the car wrap, not even the car riding itself is free. Not even video shoots, not even the beats, not even the fucking mixing mastering. So like, I don't know how to answer that. Like, I think sometimes the expenses are bigger than the fucking, you know, the return. But we haven't lost hope.
Yeah, no, I like that you listed out all that shit. That's what I was, just trying to hear, just like, because it takes time, it takes knowledge. I mean, it takes a lot, you know what I'm saying? But it also takes a lot of motherfucking money, you know what I'm saying? So I like,
Bro,
you listed all that.
I was gonna tell you, I think honestly for our first mixtape, and I'm gonna call it a mixtape because to me all of these aren't official albums, so we're like I feel like on a major platform, but we're talking about like over 20 fucking bands, bro. And this is just with no names, no features, and like where do you get this type of how do you even do this as a teenager, bro? Like you're not like you know what I'm saying? Like your
Yeah.
parents bro, I'm from the projects. My dad used to work at a fucking mushroom field. Like my mom used to babysit and sell everything you could think of to try to feed us. Like this ain't something that you can just say, "Oh, I want to be a rapper." You know, like there's one thing like that's why I say there's a difference because there's people that just react like how I did. Oh, I want to be a rapper, and then they grab a little microphone like this that I use for fucking to do voice drops, you know, and then they fucking record themselves, and then they think they're the hottest shit ever, you know. But that's not how it works, bro. You know, like some people get lucky, like you know, some.
All right, man. Well, thank you again for coming on, man. I really appreciate you, taking time out of your day and coming on here, man. I really do. Where can the people find you?
Man, thank you guys for having me. Actually, the easiest way to find me and my whole music and my clothing and all that stuff is my website, the official youngquicks.com. Everything's spelled normal. If you know how to spell Young Quicks and the official, you'll be fine. Everything's spelled normal, no fancy spelling. And then I'm on Instagram, on Twitter, on Snapchat, on all that stuff. On YouTube, everything /Young Quicks, spelled normal. Once again, at Young Quicks. And yeah, you can find me everywhere. All my pages are public. None of that crazy fucking private shit. You know, like, yeah, we don't live no double life. Everything's open for the world to see, man. I'm an open book.
Hell yeah, man. Well, that's dope as fuck. You know, I'm gonna be checking in. I'm gonna keep following your music and everything. And you know, I'll drop this, you know, I'll let you know when I drop it. I'll send you my Instagram page. I'll put it on there and YouTube and send you the link, you know, and everything like that. You know, if you could send me a picture too of just you that I can use and I'll make like a poster of it, you know what I'm saying, so I can advertise it kind of thing.
Yeah, I'll send you a couple, man.
Okay, yeah, cool, man. Well, you know, like I said, thank you again. It was good meeting you, man. For sure, you know, we can do another one like this, you know, here in the future.
Okay, yeah, let me know, man. I'm here.
All right, man. I appreciate you. Thank you again. We'll
Appreciate you, man.
see you, man.